Good day and welcome to Just News Social. I'm Patricia David.
And I am Jeremiah Gatchalian, reporting on the latest headlines. On national news, private schools take up the challenge and vow to embrace the K-12 system. On site, we have Karen Punzalan. Karen?
I'm here today in front of Dominican School Manila, one of the private schools transitioning into the K-12 curriculum. Last month, private academic institutions gathered at Novotel Araneta Center in Quezon City for the Coordinating Council of Private Educational Association 6th National Congress. COGOPEA Chairperson Brother June S. Erguisa said that they will see to it that the K-12 program will be embraced entirely and wholeheartedly. COGOPEA is made up of private educational institutions in the Philippines with more than 2,500 members. As an organization of private schools, colleges, and universities, COGOPEA speaks with one voice on many issues, as Erguisa said. He added that these issues include academic freedom, quality of education, research as a major driver of development, healthy soft governance, and complementarity between public and private education. Back to you, Patricia.
Thanks, Karen. On other local news, President Rodrigo Duterte insisted that all government offices and employees must be monitored via CCTV. Here's an exclusive from Sabrina Aniceto.
He's no Santa Claus, but he may soon be seeing everything happening while employees man their posts in government offices. President Rodrigo Duterte is planning an installation of closed-circuit television cameras in government agencies to monitor workers' activities and curb corruption. As early as now, Malacanang suggests government workers to focus on work and to avoid corrupt practices since he himself will be watching their every move. He assured that the proposed Gestapo-like surveillance in the bureaucracy would not violate any privacy rights, since it covers the work of the public sector. Duterte, who promised a clean government, affirmed that the government agencies must be open to the people for the sake of transparency and accountability. He said that the government, especially airports, customs, immigration, and quarantine must be open and transparent. The president warned that a new corrupt government workers would be thrown into conflict-ridden areas in Mindanao. He lamented that the Filipino people end up suffering because of the corruption committed by some workers in the bureaucracy.
In world news, the climate treaty has been ratified in Paris earlier this month. The Paris Climate Pact was ratified Wednesday to diplomatic affairs. US President Barack Obama called it a turning point for the planet. Chairman of the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, Paul Polman, said it was a defining moment for the global economy.
But the cold hard reality of what is needed to fulfill Paris Agreement pledges will soon bite, experts warned. According to Jennifer Morgan, Executive Director of Greenpeace International, time is absolutely of the essence, and that the question is not whether, it is how fast. Here is Monica Ludovice for more details.
Almost daily, global warming red flags are popping up. Every month so far this year has set a temperature record, and 2016 is on track to supplant 2015 as the hottest year ever registered. Scientists have recently forecast that average global temperatures could sail past 1.5 degrees Celsius within a decade and 2.0 degrees Celsius by mid-century. Reaching the target will require a breakneck wholesale shift across the globe away from fossil fuels towards clean sources of energy. Even that will not be enough. We will have to learn how to suck carbon out of the air, say scientists. The Paris Accord's early validation comes just in time to take center stage at high-level UN talks in Marrakesh next month, tasked with translating its planet-saving vision into policy. It could also accelerate the process. Countries have informally set a 2018 target for hammering out concrete rules and procedures embedded in the Climate Pact.
So Monica, what you're trying to say is that in 2018, it would be a really crucial year for the Paris Agreement?
Yes, but more importantly, 2018 is shaping up to be a crucial political moment when countries will feel pressure to revise and deepen voluntary pledges for slashing carbon pollution. The new treaty sends an unmistakable signal to businesses and investors that the global transition to a low-carbon economy is urgent, inevitable, and accelerating faster than we ever believed possible.
Thank you, Monica. Meanwhile, in China, a stranded dolphin is rescued from a river by a local football team. Here's Christiani Sakilayan for international news.
A stranded dolphin was rescued in a shallow river in China on Saturday afternoon. Here's an amateur-taken video showing a group of local men belonging to a football team that gathered and helped. The dolphin had swum too far up the river in Wenzhou, Zhejiang province.
For the latest news on business, we have Matthew Tan live at Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Matthew?
I'm here today at Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to get the latest updates in the decrease of the value of the Philippine currency. The Philippine peso sank to a 7-year low, and stocks declined as investors pulled money from the nation's assets amid concerns about President Rodrigo Duterte's policies. Global funds sold Philippine stocks for a 23rd straight day amid nervousness about the fallout from Duterte's anti-drug war and his outbursts against the US and the United Nations. BSP Governor Amando Tetangco, who last week sought to soothe investors spooked by Duterte's rhetorical, said on Monday. The peso tumbled 0.5% to $48.245 in Manila, according to Bankers Association of the Philippines data compiled by Bloomberg. It reached 48.260 earlier, the weakest since September 2009, and has lost 3.9% over the past month, the worst performance in Asia. The weakness in the region and political concerns are driving some investors to take profit, said a portfolio manager at Rizal Commercial Banking Corp in Manila. International investors were net sellers of Philippine shares on Monday and have pulled $351 million so far this month. Studio?
That was Matthew Tan live at Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Next up on health, the Philippines will adopt a Cuban model as an attempt to alleviate the health system of our country. We have Poliana Yabut reporting.
Health Secretary Paulino Vial on Thursday proposed the new adoption of the new paradigm to address the so-called triple burden tropical diseases, non-communicable diseases, and modern-day diseases that the country is facing today. Vial told AIDS Association of the Philippines, celebrating its 20th year, that President Rodrigo Duterte himself wanted to try the Cuban model to help alleviate the health system of the Philippines. The health department's initial goal is, she said, from her, that they should put one doctor per barangay, but found the target feasible for the country does not produce not enough doctors.
Thanks, Poliana. For the latest news on technology, we have Josh Capco reporting live at the Google headquarters. Josh?
Thank you, Patricia. Google, which is hoping to beam the internet to remote areas of the world via balloon, went before the UN's aviation agency to ask member states to let it fly their airspace. The company's X-Lab, which was created to pursue big vision projects, said it hopes to establish a network of helium balloons floating in the stratosphere that will emit a powerful 4G signal to rural and difficult-to-access areas. The new initiative, launched in 2013 and dubbed Project Loon, saw its first balloon take off from South Africa in February, only to crash at a tea plantation in Sri Lanka, where it was discovered by villagers. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, had partnered with Sri Lanka to bring the internet to remote areas there. The country's Information and Communication Technology Agency, which coordinated the test with Google, described the landing as controlled and scheduled. Loon has significantly improved the balloon design, manufacture, and launch procedure. The balloons are now robust, remaining aloft well beyond the targeted 100 days, and are launched through a custom-developed auto-launcher allowing rapid multiple launches. Safety and coordination with the international civil aviation community is very important to Project Loon, said an ex-lab spokesman. Loon is currently working to finalize the safety plan and set its operations center. Back to the studio.
And that was Josh Capco at the Google headquarters. Thank you, Josh.
On to sports news. Barangay Ginebra pummels San Miguel and returns to PBA finals for the first time in 3 years. Here's courtside reporter Marfenio Tan.
The Gin Kings thwarted the San Miguel Beermen 117-92 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum to move on to the championship round. Rookie Scotty Thompson posted a career-high 24 points, 4 of 7 from downtown, and 15 rebounds. Ginebra had a blistering 33-12 start but was silent in the second quarter as they allowed San Miguel to make a 24-0 run and reduce the deficit to 7 at the end of the first half. With a victory, the Gin Kings marched on to their 21st finals appearance in franchise history. Head coach Tim Cone, now on his 30th final appearance, steered a strong third-period response with a 36 output to re-establish a comfortable edge heading into the final frame. The most popular PBA Ball Cup will face multi-titled tactician Norman Black and the Meralco Bolts in the best-of-7 Governors Cup at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Back to studio.
Thanks, Marfenio. And that was it. Again, I'm Jeremiah Gatchalian.
And I am Patricia David,
Signing off at Just News Social.